All right, welcome to Golden Key number 10 of Rapid Facebook Group Growth, Catapult Secrets. I was this morning thinking about, first of all, I should say, if you are an entrepreneur who is stuck with a lack of warm leads and you do not know how to create your own movement, create your own audience, and rapidly grow your own niche-based Facebook group at a minimum rate of 100 to 600 members each week, then watch these Golden Keys. These are the best things I thought of to teach you how to blow up your own movement, which easily starts with your own niche-based Facebook group. Now, a lot of people struggle with growing your own niche-based Facebook group and monetizing it for a myriad of reasons, because you get to meet yourself in the mirror. These Golden Keys will help you overcome whatever you have to meet in the mirror if you're willing to face it. I was thinking of the last one. Today is Golden Key number 10. And I was like, what is the best thing I can leave you guys with? And I was thinking back of my 19 and a half months as of tomorrow journey with ENTV. And I was like, you know what it is it's tribe. You're going to need a tribe of some sorts, because it's what are you going to do with your knowledge gap and your skill gap? Because you clearly have a knowledge and skill gap, or else you'd already be successful. So you got a knowledge gap and you got a skill gap, and you do not know how far you're going to have to rise in both knowledge and skill to ascend to the mountain you want to get to, whether that's for impact, income, or both. Now, the easiest way to solve both of those is the tribe you're going to choose to surround yourself with. And what that tribe could look like is coaching programs, mentors online. Last year in ENTV, I initially fought it, but then I realized how bad I was struggling. I ended up hiring 5 or 6 coaches last year, spent tens of thousands of dollars, literally, on coaching, because I became aware that no matter my best efforts, I still had some glaringly obvious skill gaps and knowledge gaps. So my tribe, and sometimes it was people I hired for months, sometimes it's people I hired for 1 or 2 off sessions, but all of it moved the needle in my life. There's a current person I listen to on YouTube right now that really helps me with mindset stuff. Some of your tribe will be people you pay, some will be friends, some will be business partners and such. But if you do not already have the success you want, then, my friend, I would suggest that you have a skill gap and a knowledge gap, like I did. So what will you do with that? You can pretend you don't. I tried to do a bit of that and fought against the reality of life. And then when I finally succumbed to what I knew I had to accept, which was to accept that others know things that I don't, perhaps. And that whole proverbial thing, you can spend time to solve a problem. Sorry, spend money to solve a problem and you save time, or else you save money to solve a problem, but you got to spend a lot of time. So you're going to pay for this tribe to fix your knowledge gap and skill gap. It's a matter of, are you going to give a lot of money and close the gap real fast, medium money, close the gap moderate, or close the gap slow because you're going to do it all on your own. And that's up to you. I know that is as fast as I went at growing ENTV and what I've been able to accomplish, which for me, I'm proud of in the last 19 months. I couldn't have got here without the coaches I ended up hiring and the friends I kept on leaning on. You're going to need both. People you can lean on that care about you, that you can just go and vomit and dump to and bitch and complain when things are hard, and they're going to get hard. They're going to get hard, which is why we have a Catapult cohort, because people need people, and they get to come in multiple times a week and bare their soul, get trained, talk about stuff, lead on each other. So, but if you're not doing Catapult and you're just on your own, then you're going to need a tribe of some sort. So think about, what are you prepared to do for your dream? Because it's not, do you need a tribe? It's, which tribe are you going to need? Which people are you going to need? And if you have a business partner you're doing this with, that's fine. So where do your natural skill gaps and knowledge gaps, where do you guys have the most obvious ones? If you're not successful already and you've not blown up your movement, you don't have individual movements already blown up, it's guaranteed there's skill gaps and knowledge gaps because you haven't done this yet. So accepting that, number one, is part of the secret sauce. Accept that there's obviously issues. Where will you go for that knowledge and that skill? These golden keys will give you some of the knowledge you need. You're going to need people to lean on and you can trust, and the grind of blowing up your own niche-based Facebook group, it is a grind. Now, in Catapult, it's a hell of a lot easier, but it still requires effort. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme at all. It's a get-rich-slow pathway. And if you want to get rich slow and you're prepared to face yourself over and over, and different elements of this, you have to face yourself. Some you're going to have an easier time growing your groups than monetizing. Some of you'll be able to grow out of the gate real quick, and then the whole thing dies. And that's because you're missing some stuff. And that's where your skill and knowledge gap will come in. Some of you might do all of that well, but then you're not going to do very well at monetizing. You're going to make some of the common mistakes I've covered in these trainings. So if I was you, I would just be prepared to answer, where am I going to shore up my deficiencies? Because if you've not done this yet, you have them. Like me when I started. So this is what day 10 is about. I was like, I could teach on something technical, but I'm like, no. The best thing I can tell you guys today is my mentors, my coaches and mentors and friends that have been there for me. There's probably 10 people this year. Some of them played a bigger role than others. And if I didn't have them, some of those more straight contractors just to fulfill a role. You pay them. That's it. They do the job. You pay them. You move on. Those are going to be important to you as well. But the most important people are the ones that are there to mentor you. The ones that are going to be there because they know how to do what you're doing and they know how to light the way. So however you get that help and training, just be aware you're going to need it on probably more than one front. Because I know I would have never arrived here without the specialized coaching I took last year from a number of people. And continue to. So that is my best advice I can give you on golden key number 10. So if you are an entrepreneur, call to action, and you want to take advantage of the Catapult program so you can have 5 years of business growth in 3 to 6 months, check out Lori Phillips Be Awesome Network is the latest case study. She'll hit probably 6,500 members by month 3. When she goes to monetize at her 3rd month, actually she's starting to monetize on her 3-month anniversary. She's just, obviously, I'm so proud of her. She's followed everything I've asked her to do. Lori has not fought me one step of the way. In fact, she's done more than I asked her to do. So if you want a shining example of Catapult, go and watch what Lori Phillips is doing. And if you are a business owner that wants the same results similar to Lori, you want your own version of ENTV, you could have this, what I have, in 1 year. Every 100 members become your 1 to 3% become your clients. So when you get to 10,000, it's 100 to 300 clients in your pocket. Would you like 100, 300 clients in your pocket? Comment Catapult below if you want to be a talk show host of sorts within a niche that you care about. People pile in. You become the leader of leaders, serving from the bottom up, holding space, doing a lot of interviews, helping people bring their gold to your group. And then people pile in, want to support the group for a myriad of reasons. And then you end up being a leader in that niche. So if that's something you feel called to do, comment Catapult. We'll chat. If it's a good fit, we'll talk about working together, and I'll show you what's involved. It's a high ticket program starting Sunday, September 1st. It goes up to 7,000, continuously adding more things to it. It's going to be 10 grand before the end of the year, US. So sooner you get in, the less it is. And that's it. Thanks for watching these 10 golden keys. Appreciate you commenting and supporting ENTV. And I hope you've taken something out of this experience so you can see what it's like to be a leader. I was nervous doing these trainings because part of answering the call as a leader is you got to learn to stand up more and more, face yourself in the mirror, face the ways you want to run away, tell the truth, all those kind of things, which are hard to do sometimes. They feel hard to do for me sometimes anyway. So this is me partially answering that call of who do I want to be in life? I want to be someone that's excellent at selling and pitching. I've proven I'm excellent at gathering. Now I want to prove to myself I can be excellent at selling and pitching. So as Alex Hormozi apparently says, keep giving until they ask. So I'll be doing more and more trainings in the group. This one was on how to blow up your own niche-based Facebook group. So I'll do more and more trainings in the group so that I keep giving to you, the audience, until you ask. Some of you may never ask, and that's fine too. The law of numbers is fine, but I could still leave you with more than I found you. And in that way, you win. And I win because it's the law of reciprocity. I need to give to a lot of people. I recognize before I get some return to me, I've got to pour out into a lot of people's lives. And that's just something I've accepted and something I'm embracing. So take these golden keys to heart, these 10 golden keys, put them into action, put foot to ass, commit to yourself, face yourself. It's the best decision I made to face all my bullshit. If you face all your bullshit, all your reasons that you're going to want to run away and hide to and blame and make excuses, I face that stuff all the time, then you'll rise too. And I'd love to hear about your journey as you rise. I'd love to be able to support you. My Fathom note taker wouldn't come in, so I'm going to be manually writing the notes for this probably. But thanks for watching. Put your comments or your questions in the comment section. Comments or questions, whatever. And see you soon, ENTV.